In this video, we're going to cover some of the diagnostic features available in the Universal Industrial Gateway. Okay, we're going to spend just a couple of minutes looking at some of the diagnostic tools that are available to you. Let me start off with saying if there's something that is covered in these videos, or not covered in these videos, I should say, that you have questions about, you can always go down to the Help button here and select View Help. That brings up a page that is pertinent to the page you're on when you select it. So if you're in the diagnostics, or you're in the maintenance, or here in the devices and tag maps, if you select the View Help, it'll bring up a page that is pertinent to the page you're on. And of course, if you have any questions further than that, you're also welcome to reach out to us at support@spectrumcontrols.com. So under the diagnostics, let's take a look here. First, I'm going to go to the logs. A couple of different logs that are present here. One, it defaults, comes up on the error log first. This is any error that gets generated that the gateway recognizes an error while it's executing its functions, i.e. tag maps. It'll generate here. A couple of things worth noting. One, it's not uncommon to find an application that is running just fine to be showing some errors. Doesn't always happen. Sometimes you get no errors. Sometimes you get some. These communications are happening really fast. They don't always work perfectly. Any hiccup whatsoever, it's going to generate an error. It's going to show up on this error log. A lot of times when you're looking through these error logs, you'll see that these things are showing errors, 10 times a second. So it happens really fast, and a lot of times they will correct themselves before you have to get involved. And so you just won't notice a problem. And if you don't notice a problem, there really isn't anything to fix. And then what I'm trying to get you to avoid is going down a rabbit hole of trying to fix something that really isn't broken. The other logs that come up are available to you are the engineering logs. They cover a variety of things that are going on in the background and includes the error logs. So that kind of is a one-stop for all. Most of the time, especially with the engineering logs, what we're going to do is we're going to ask you to go out, open up the engineering log page, and then come over here and click on download or export the log file and send us that so that we can take a look and see what's going on. There's a lot of information here that if you don't really know the nuts and bolts of what's going on in the background of the gateway, really won't mean anything to you. And again, I hate to see you go down a rabbit hole of trying to fix something that really isn't broken. So there's the engineering, and then there's the error logs. And again, the engineering logs have the error logs built into it. The other thing is the tag map tracer. If any of you are familiar with Wireshark, that's fundamentally what this is, or that type of program. It does require a good understanding of that type of thing to have any value to you really whatsoever. If you're not familiar with doing wire traces, there isn't going to be much here to help you, because the information that's going to come down is going to be all IT stuff, what's going on in the internet type connections and stuff like that. So this again is another one of those things where generally what will happen is we'll ask you to go out. If you're having a problem and you get a hold of us, we'll ask you to go out, create a tag map trace, and send us the file. When it's done, recording one, it creates a file, and then you can send that to us. Real simple to set up. If you click on the plus here, I'm going to just give it a fake name, although I'm not going to run this test at this time. That already exists. How about test 2? Inbound device and outbound device. Those are the devices looking at the traffic coming back and forth. Most of the time, at least when I do these, it's the inbound and outbound device are the same device. Keeping in mind that, say, my Logix processor is the inbound device and the outbound device that I've selected, it's obviously going to be communicating with something else, and that traffic will show up in here because it's going to and from the Logix processor. But you'll notice here, if I select, I have the inbound and I have the outbound. These are the 4 different processors, devices that I have created in my in the gateway right now. And anything that's created in there that has a tag associated with it will show up on this list. And so I'm inbound and outbound. The minimum time span is 1 minute. And then if I click submit, now I have, actually you can see this is my second test. It defaults to idle. And start and stop it here. If I start it and I don't wait for the full minute before I stop it, it's going to abort it. It's not going to record anything. You got to go at least the 1 minute before it records anything. And again, save you from going down a rabbit hole. If you're not familiar with knowing how to do this, if you don't know that you really have a problem with the gateway, reach out to us. Let us know what's going on, and then we can advise you on what's the best route to take. those are the diagnostics leads that I'm going to cover here in this video. And again, as I said before, if there's anything that we're not covering in any of these videos that you have questions about, you can go out to the help file, or you're welcome to reach out to technical support. A couple of different ways to do that. One is click on the technical support button here. It'll be a form that gets filled out, that gets sent to us. Or you can simply email, and the better way to do it is actually email support@spectrumcontrols.com. That'll reach Andy Stern and myself. I'm Randy Mays. We are the two application engineers, and we'll be more than happy to help you out. Thanks for watching.